Grant.
Lance, what makes you, in your mind, particularly ready for the leadership that goes with kind of being the quote-unquote number one starter here?
I think, well, first of all, when you look at our staff, we've got multiple guys that have the opportunity or the stuff to be quote unquote number one starters. So, but for me, it's leading it out the charge here is showing what we're going to be about as a starting staff, and that's where everybody's going to show up for their start, and they're going to give everything they have to help the team win that day, and that's the kind of group we have, and that's what it's all about.
And what from your career kind of has forged you in this way? I mean, I know what your personality is like, but you were with a group of veteran guys in St. Louis. You've been around a bunch of veteran guys. I'm just wondering what kind of impact all that had.
It's been great. You know, you take as much good as you can from all of them, and you try to morph it into making you the best pitcher, or in the best, not only the best pitcher, but the best teammate and the best, guy you can be. And what I've learned is if you show up every day and you have the same mentality, and that's to do everything you can to help the team win that day and leave it all on the lines. And it's not about you; it's about the team, and it's about winning the game that day, and doing everything you can. And if you can look yourself in the mirror and say, "I did that every day," then you did what you were supposed to.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Other questions, please? For Lance? Levi.
I know you talked about this a little bit, but Joe, apologies if I'm making you repeat yourself. But when you go out there and it's opening day and it's all the excitement of a baseball season starting, but to be in a strange, unique season, no fans in the stands in a shortened season. Have you thought much about if that's going to feel different being out there, or is it just baseball's baseball?
Well, baseball is baseball when there's umpire calling balls and strikes and there's outs and all that stuff. But everybody knows it's going to be different. It's going to feel weird. There's nothing like hearing fans cheer for hits, home runs, strikeouts. That's the best part about playing the game. But when it's all said and done, you don't want to give up a hit against anybody, and you don't want to give up any runs. So the natural competitiveness is going to take over, and all that stuff really won't matter. Would it make it more fun if they're here? Absolutely. But I don't like giving up hits to anybody. I don't care if I'm on a backfield with my 8-year-old daughter. So that's just how it goes.
Right on. Thank you.
Yep.
Jeff Cole, you had a question?
Hey, Lance, not to be too repetitive, but can you just talk about both the honor of getting to be an opening day starter, how that will be memorable, and then also that balance with how weird you think this day will be with no fans being there when you look back on it?
The honor of being an open day starter is a great honor because you're the first one. Like I said, you're the first one, out the gate, and you're trying to establish something for everybody to, kind of build on, and we can have this successful season. But also with ending the ending the old ballpark and bringing in the new ballpark, being the last, be the one to start the last one and to start the opener is going to be. It's kind of cool. So I'm looking forward to that, and having the ability to do that is an honor. And then you just go out there and try to leave it all on the field, and that's what I'm going to try to do, and then just enjoy it because. As you see in this game, there's a lot of guys I played with and all that didn't have the opportunity to be an open day starter, and I'm going to get that opportunity for the first time, and it's an honor.
And just one follow-up to that, how do you think you'll process the fan noise being pumped in potentially, and also the cardboard cutouts of fans in the stands?
That'd be interesting. You got to do whatever you can to not have it just silent in there. That's more awkward than I think than having cutouts and fan noise. But to be honest with you, if it was a normal game, I don't hear the fans and don't see them anyway. So it's not going to be that much different. Once you get out there and you start playing, you zone in, and nothing else around you really matters.
Thanks, Lance.
Other questions? Go to John Ronigan.
Hey, Lance, you've obviously been in a lot of big games, World Series and everything else over the years, but it is your first time as an opening day starter. Do you feel like you'll have to go through a process of maybe even, keeping yourself so you don't get too amped up for the opening day start?
No. Just my natural competitiveness is what it is. Just put on your shoes, make sure they're tied, and go out there and give it all you got. That's the way I see it.
And then back to that question Evan was talking about, the leadership earlier. Is there any one person in those St. Louis clubhouses that you drew the most from as a leader?
I was very fortunate to play with a lot of great guys. Whether it was your Chris Carpenters, Adam Wainwright, you got Kyle Loesch, Jake Westbrook. I mean Edwin Jackson, John Lackey. I can go on and on. There's guys that I'm leaving out, and I shouldn't leave out. And then I was able to go to New York and play with CC Sabathia. So I've been around a lot of really good guys and a lot of great pitchers. And it's been an honor to be their teammate. And they've all taught me a lot. And you try to take as much good as you can from all of them, and try to, like I said, try to morph it into where you can be the best teammate, best person you can be, and also the best competitor you can be. And a lot of them helped me out, and I can't really say one was more important than the other, but they've all been great to me.
Awesome, thank you.
Other questions? Jeff Wilson.
So, when's the last time you were nervous? Was it having to carry 225 over water, or was it?
That is uncomfortable. 225 carrying the water with a down grain, with the wind blowing in your face isn't lovely. But to be honest with you, for me, you get nervous when when your kids are being born, and make sure everybody's happy and healthy. Those are the times when I'm nervous. When it comes to baseball, it's a game. I'm gonna go out there and play. I'm gonna leave it all out there, and you win or you lose, and then you go home and you try to do all over again. That's the lovely part about this game. You usually have a next one coming up the next day. So that's the way I go about it.
Okay, man, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Other questions? Couple more. You good? Evan, one more? Go ahead.
Hey, last year I think there was a game in New York where you may or may not have said to the umpires, "We've got a plane to catch, let's go." I think your description of what it was like to be in the AL West this year for this team was very succinct. How would you describe your personality when you're kind of like pushed in confrontation, I guess, a little bit?
Push? I don't know. Most people don't push me into that because I'm bigger than them. So, and it's probably not going to go well if you do. So that's usually how I roll.